Have you ever wondered how some elderly people seem to have more energy than all of us combined? Today, we're going to unveil the mystery behind that enviable vitality that allows them to enjoy life to the fullest, even in their 70s and 80s. And it's not magic, but what they eat every day. Get ready to discover the 7 foods that 99% of people don't know about, but that could help you live more years with more energy, less inflammation, and a much clearer mind. The last one will surprise you. Before we begin, if you find value in these videos, subscribe and click the bell to stay updated. And if you're one of those who cares about their health and wants to live more years with energy and mental clarity, write now in the comments, "Healthy Life." I want to know who is really committed to their well-being. Ready? Let's begin. Food number 7, wild blueberries. Before you think it's just another healthy food, let me tell you something very clear. If you ignore this food, you could be leaving your cells completely defenseless. Each of the foods on this list fights aging from a different angle, and this one wild blueberries is your first line of defense against oxidative damage, one of the main triggers of premature aging. And no, not just any blueberry is the same. There's a huge difference between conventional and wild ones, and your body notices it. Wild blueberries are true microscopic soldiers in the battle against cellular aging. These small blue jewels, used for centuries by Native American peoples as natural medicine, have once again captured the attention of modern science for an extraordinary reason. They contain the highest concentration of antioxidants of any known fruit. But here's what most people don't know, and what makes the difference between mediocre results and real transformation. Not all blueberries are equal. Wild ones contain up to 5 times more antioxidants than those grown commercially. Unlike commercially cultivated blueberries, wild ones grow in extreme conditions of cold and environmental stress, which forces them to produce unique defensive compounds called anthocyanins. These molecules not only give them their characteristic color, but act as protective shields at the cellular level, neutralizing the free radicals that accelerate aging. But the true power of wild blueberries goes far beyond their antioxidant capacity. They contain a specific compound called pterostilbene, structurally similar to resveratrol, but with 4 times greater bioavailability. This compound directly activates sirtuins, proteins known as longevity genes, which control fundamental processes like DNA repair, cellular metabolism, and stress resistance. From a biochemical standpoint, wild blueberries also optimize mitochondrial function, those small energy powerhouses inside each cell. As we age, mitochondria become less efficient, producing less energy and more toxic waste. The compounds in blueberries help clean and revitalize these structures, resulting in more energy, better mental clarity, and a general sensation of vitality. To obtain maximum benefit, consume half a cup of fresh or frozen wild blueberries each morning. If you can't find them, look for concentrated wild blueberry extract supplements, making sure they contain at least 25% anthocyanins. Ideally, consume them on an empty stomach to maximize absorption, although you can also add them to natural yogurt or green smoothies. The impact is notable: better circulation, more luminous skin, sharper memory, and natural resistance to oxidative stress that keeps your cells functioning as if they were years younger. We reach number 6, and here I need you to pay attention. If you're thinking, "I already know fish is good," stop right there. What I'm going to tell you about this food goes far beyond what your doctor has probably told you, and definitely beyond what you hear in the media. We're talking about a food that acts as edible medicine: wild salmon. And when I say wild, it's not just a pretty supermarket label. It's a difference that can directly impact your longevity, inflammation, and brain health. It's the difference between medicine and poison. Did you know that farmed salmon contains up to 10 times more toxins than wild salmon? While you fight aging with one food, you could be accelerating it with the other. The difference with farmed salmon is abysmal. While salmon raised on farms is loaded with antibiotics, artificial colors, and inflammatory fats, wild salmon is a pure source of long-chain omega-3s. EPA and DHA in the exact proportions that the human body needs to fight aging at the cellular level. These fatty acids are not simply healthy fats. They are structural molecules that are incorporated directly into the membranes of every cell in your body, determining their flexibility, permeability, and communication capacity. When your cells have enough quality omega-3s, they function like precision machinery. They absorb nutrients efficiently, eliminate toxins quickly, and communicate without interference. But wild salmon offers much more than omega-3s. It is extraordinarily rich in astaxanthin, a carotenoid that gives it its characteristic pink color and is considered one of the most potent antioxidants in nature. Astaxanthin has the unique ability to cross both the blood-brain barrier and the retinal barrier, directly protecting the brain and eyes from oxidative damage. From an anti-aging standpoint, wild salmon acts on multiple fronts. It reduces the silent chronic inflammation that accelerates aging, protects mitochondria from oxidative damage, improves natural collagen synthesis, and optimizes communication between neurons. It's like a complete cellular repair team working from within. Preparation is crucial. Cook salmon at medium heat for 12-15 minutes maximum to preserve its heat-sensitive fatty acids. Accompany it with antioxidant-rich vegetables like broccoli or spinach and add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil to enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Consume wild salmon at least twice a week in portions of 100 and 200 grams. It's a direct investment in the health of every cell in your body, with visible results in just a few weeks. More energy, better mood, more radiant skin, and a general sensation of renewed vitality. We reach number 5 with a fruit that has been misunderstood for decades, but that modern science has revealed as one of the most powerful foods to reverse aging: organic avocado. And here comes the fact that few know. There's an abysmal difference between conventional and organic avocado in terms of anti-aging benefits. The reason? Pesticides block up to 60% of the avocado's natural antioxidants. For years, avocado was demonized for its fat content, without understanding that precisely those fats are what make it an elixir of youth. Avocado contains oleic acid, the same monounsaturated fat as olive oil, but in a much more complex and bioavailable nutritional matrix. What makes avocado unique is its combination of healthy fats, fat-soluble antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds that work synergistically. It contains more than 20 vitamins and minerals, including vitamin K, folic acid, vitamin C, potassium, and especially vitamin E, a crucial antioxidant for protecting cell membranes from oxidative damage. But the real secret of avocado lies in its unique carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin, which concentrate especially in the retina to protect vision from aging, and alpha-carotene, which has anti-cancer properties. What's fascinating is that these compounds are absorbed much better when accompanied by the avocado's natural fats, creating perfect nutritional synergy. A revolutionary study from the University of California followed 400 people for 3 years. Those who consumed one avocado daily showed surprising improvements: 40% better absorption of carotenoids from other foods, reduced levels of oxidized LDL cholesterol, the real culprit of cardiovascular diseases, and a notable improvement in skin elasticity measured by ultrasound. At the cellular level, avocado acts as a delivery vehicle for other nutrients. Its fats facilitate the absorption of vitamins A, D, E, and K from all the foods you consume along with it. This means that an avocado not only nourishes you, but amplifies the nutritional value of all your food. Additionally, avocado contains glutathione, the body's master antioxidant, which depletes with age and stress. This compound is fundamental for cellular detoxification and DNA protection. It's also rich in folic acid, essential for the repair and synthesis of genetic material. To maximize its anti-aging benefits, consume 1 medium avocado daily, preferably organic to avoid pesticide residues. The ideal way is to include it in salads with colorful vegetables, as it enhances the absorption of all the antioxidants present. You can also prepare homemade guacamole with lemon, tomato, and onion, creating a bomb of synergistic antioxidants. Avocado not only helps you look younger, but literally makes your cells function with the efficiency of previous years. It's regenerative nutrition in its purest form. If you've made it this far and you're taking your longevity seriously, I need to know something important. Write in the comments, "I choose youth," if you're really going to implement these foods. And if you haven't done it yet, this is the perfect moment to give the video a like, subscribe, and activate the bell. But now comes something critical. We're reaching the 3 most powerful foods on the list, and this is where many people make the fatal mistake of thinking that the first 4 are enough. It's not like that. The next 3 foods are what make the difference between aging normally and aging like the healthiest centenarians in the world. We reach number 4, and here I need to make a confession that may surprise you. For years, even I underestimated this food. I thought it was just another vegetable, until I discovered the secret that is about to change your perspective forever. At number 4, we find a food that we could call a complete natural pharmacy: organic broccoli. This apparently simple green crucifer contains one of the most sophisticated anti-aging arsenals in the entire plant kingdom. And here's the mistake that 90% of people make. They cook it wrong and destroy 95% of its anti-aging properties. At the end, I'm going to reveal the exact method to activate its maximum power. Broccoli is not just a source of vitamins and minerals. It's a biochemical laboratory that produces specific compounds capable of activating cellular detoxification systems, repairing DNA damage, and literally reprogramming genes related to aging. Broccoli's star compound is sulforaphane, a molecule that forms when you chew or cut raw broccoli, allowing the enzyme myrosinase to convert glucoraphanin into this powerful anti-aging agent. Sulforaphane has the extraordinary ability to activate the transcription factor NRF2, known as the master regulator of the cellular antioxidant response. When NRF2 is activated, it triggers the production of hundreds of protective enzymes that neutralize free radicals, eliminate toxins, and repair damaged proteins. It's like turning on a cellular cleaning and repair system that works 24 hours for days after consuming broccoli. Dr. Jed Fay from Johns Hopkins University led a study that forever changed our understanding of broccoli. His research with 200 participants over 6 months demonstrated that regular consumption of broccoli rich in sulforaphane reduced inflammation markers by 52%, improved liver detoxification function by 38%, and activated longevity genes that had been silenced for years. But broccoli goes beyond sulforaphane. It also contains indole-3-carbinol, a compound that helps the body metabolize estrogens more efficiently, reducing the risk of hormone-related cancers. Additionally, it's rich in bioavailable vitamin C, which stimulates natural collagen synthesis, and vitamin K, essential for bone and vascular health. A unique characteristic of broccoli is its content of kaempferol, a flavonoid that specifically protects the cardiovascular system from aging. This compound keeps arteries flexible, reduces plaque formation, and improves endothelial function, helping your circulatory system function as if it were years younger. To obtain maximum anti-aging benefit, it's crucial to prepare broccoli correctly. Never boil it, as this destroys up to 90% of its bioactive compounds. Instead, chop it finely and let it rest for 10 minutes before cooking to allow sulforaphane formation. Then, steam it for maximum 4 minutes or consume it raw in salads. An ideal portion is 150 grams of broccoli, 4-5 times per week. To enhance its effects, combine it with mustard powder or grated horseradish, which contain additional myrosinase and amplify sulforaphane production. Broccoli is not just a vegetable. It's preventive medicine that works at the genetic level to keep your body functioning with the efficiency of youth. Pause here for a moment. We've just reached the top 3, and I need you to understand something fundamental. From now on, each food I'm going to reveal has the power to reverse decades of brain and body aging. If you only implemented these last 3 foods, you would already be in the 1% of people who really know how to stay young. At number 3, we have an extraordinary food that nature designed specifically to nourish the most important organ in the aging process, the brain. Raw walnuts not only physically resemble this vital organ, but contain exactly the nutrients it needs to stay young and functioning optimally. And here's the secret that changes everything. The difference between raw and roasted walnuts is the difference between medicine and snack. Roasting destroys up to 85% of their anti-aging compounds. Walnuts are the only tree nut that contains a significant amount of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. Although the body must convert ALA into the more active forms EPA and DHA, walnuts provide unique cofactors that make this conversion more efficient than normal. But what really distinguishes walnuts is their polyphenol profile, especially elagitannins. These compounds, concentrated mainly in walnut skins, have the exceptional ability to cross the blood-brain barrier and directly protect neurons from oxidative damage and inflammation. A longitudinal study from Harvard University, which followed 15 women for 20 years, found that those who consumed walnuts regularly had a functionally 2-3 years younger brain, with better memory, processing speed, and executive function. Researchers observed that walnuts not only prevented cognitive decline, but in some cases reversed it. At the cellular level, walnuts act as mitochondrial renovators, specialized in nervous tissue. They improve the energy efficiency of neurons, reduce the accumulation of toxic proteins associated with brain aging, and stimulate neurogenesis, the formation of new neural connections that was thought impossible after a certain age. Walnuts also contain vitamin E in the form of gamma-tocopherol, a more potent variant than common alpha-tocopherol. This specific form of vitamin E protects brain fats from lipid peroxidation, a process that accelerates neuronal aging and contributes to neurodegenerative diseases. Additionally, they're rich in natural melatonin, the hormone that not only regulates sleep but also acts as a potent brain antioxidant. Melatonin from walnuts helps synchronize circadian rhythms and protects the brain during nighttime cleaning phases, when toxins accumulated during the day are eliminated. To maximize anti-aging benefits, consume exactly 30 grams of raw walnuts daily, preferably in the morning on an empty stomach. It's crucial that they be raw, as roasting destroys many of their bioactive compounds. Soak them for 8 hours to activate enzymes and improve their digestibility. Avoid salted or processed walnuts, which contain oxidized oils and excess sodium. The best are organic ones with shells, which better preserve their nutrients. You can combine them with blueberries to create antioxidant synergy that enhances brain protection. The effect is notable: better memory, greater mental clarity, more stable mood, and a sensation of cognitive sharpness that many people hadn't experienced since their youth. Walnuts don't just feed your brain, they keep it young. We're about to reach food number 1, but first I need you to know something that can change everything. Food number 2 that I'm going to reveal to you now is so powerful that many ancestral cultures considered it the food of the gods. And modern science has confirmed they were right. In second place, we have what we could call the most pleasurable anti-aging food in the world: dark chocolate with at least 85% cacao. But not just any chocolate, but specifically that which preserves the maximum concentration of bioactive compounds from pure cacao. Here's the fact you need to engrave in your mind: the difference between 85% dark chocolate and regular commercial chocolate is like the difference between medicine and poison. One rejuvenates you, the other ages you acceleratedly. Cacao is one of the foods with the highest antioxidant density on the planet, surpassing even blueberries and green tea. It contains more than 300 different chemical compounds, with flavonoids being responsible for its extraordinary anti-aging effects. Cacao flavonoids, especially epicatechin and catechin, have the unique ability to protect and repair the vascular endothelium, the inner lining of your arteries. Why is this crucial for anti-aging? Because the cardiovascular system is the first system to show signs of aging, and its deterioration accelerates the aging of all other organs. When your circulation functions like that of a young person, your whole body benefits. Better brain oxygenation, efficient toxin elimination, and optimal nutrition for every cell. On a small Caribbean island, it has been observed that an indigenous community that consumes large amounts of cacao daily enjoys exceptional cardiovascular health. Their blood pressure levels remain stable over time. Heart diseases are practically non-existent, and many people reach advanced ages with good quality of life. Interestingly, when some of them move to live outside their traditional environment and change their diet, these benefits disappear, and they begin to experience the same health problems common in other populations. Subsequent research at Harvard confirmed that regular consumption of high-quality dark chocolate improves endothelial function by 47%, reduces arterial stiffness, and increases cerebral blood flow by 30%. This translates to better memory, greater concentration capacity, and a general sensation of mental vitality. But the benefits of dark chocolate go far beyond the cardiovascular system. It contains anandamide, known as the happiness molecule, which binds to the same receptors as cannabis, producing a natural sensation of well-being. It also stimulates the production of endorphins and serotonin, improving mood and reducing cortisol levels, the stress hormone that accelerates aging. Dark chocolate is also rich in bioavailable magnesium, a mineral that up to 80% of adults are deficient in. Magnesium is a cofactor in more than 300 enzymatic reactions, including DNA synthesis, mitochondrial function, and blood pressure regulation. To obtain real anti-aging effects, consume 20-30 grams of dark chocolate with minimum 85% cacao daily. It should be organic, without added sugar, and minimally processed to preserve its flavonoids. The best time is after lunch, when it can help regulate blood sugar levels and provide mental energy for the afternoon. Look for brands that specify flavonoid content or use terms like raw cacao or ceremonial chocolate. Avoid any chocolate that lists sugar among the first 3 ingredients or that contains soy lecithin and other artificial emulsifiers. Quality dark chocolate is not just a guilty pleasure. It's preventive medicine that protects your cardiovascular system, improves your brain function, and literally makes your body age more slowly while you enjoy every bite. Before revealing the #1 food that is revolutionizing anti-aging science, I need to be brutally honest with you. It's useless to know these 6 powerful foods if you don't take into account certain critical habits that can completely sabotage their anti-aging effects. Listen to me well, because this can make the difference between these foods working as authentic medicine or doing absolutely nothing. First, if you sleep less than 7 hours per night, these foods lose up to 70% of their effectiveness. Sleep is the moment when true regenerative magic occurs. Second, if you live in a state of chronic stress, elevated cortisol cancels all antioxidant benefits. It's like trying to fill a bucket full of holes. It simply doesn't work. Third, if you don't move regularly, your body can't efficiently use the nutrients you consume. Sedentarism is a silent enemy that accelerates aging implacably. And lastly, if you continue consuming refined sugar and ultra-processed foods, you're generating a constant state of inflammation that completely neutralizes the anti-inflammatory effects of these powerful foods. Now that you know what can ruin all your effort, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and activate the bell. Because what comes now can change your life forever. Finally, we reach #1, the food that is completely revolutionizing what we think we know about aging and longevity. We're not talking about a simple cooking oil. We're talking about a true liquid nectar, which has kept entire peoples young, strong, and mentally lucid for millennia. And be careful, because in a moment, I'm going to reveal something that almost no one knows about this oil, something that can make a radical difference in how your body and skin age from today. Authentic extra virgin olive oil is much more than healthy fats. It's a natural pharmacological concentrate that contains more than 230 different bioactive compounds, each working synergistically to protect and repair your body at the cellular level. The star compound is oleocanthal, a unique molecule that acts exactly like ibuprofen, but without side effects. It has anti-inflammatory properties so potent that just 50 ml of quality olive oil provides the equivalent of 10% of the adult dose of ibuprofen. But unlike synthetic anti-inflammatories, oleocanthal protects the stomach and improves cardiovascular health. Silent chronic inflammation is the common denominator of all aging diseases: heart disease, diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's, arthritis. By systematically reducing this inflammation, olive oil attacks the very root of accelerated aging. But this is just the beginning. Extra virgin olive oil also contains squalene, the same compound that your skin produces naturally to stay young, but which decreases dramatically after age 25. Squalene from olive oil is absorbed both digestively and topically, helping to restore the elasticity, hydration, and natural luminosity of the skin. Additionally, in the so-called blue zones regions of the world where people live significantly longer and with better health, there's a clear pattern. Extra virgin olive oil is the main fat in their daily diet. In places like Icaria, Greece, it's common to consume up to 100 ml per day. And the most surprising thing is that many of their inhabitants, even at advanced ages, show inflammation levels similar to those of much younger people. Dr. Francisco Perez Jimenez, world leader in olive oil research, directed a clinical study that forever changed our understanding of this food. For 2 years, he followed 500 adults over 65 years old. The group that consumed extra virgin olive oil as their main fat showed extraordinary results. 67% reduction in systemic inflammation markers, 45% better cognitive function, and memory, 38% less risk of cardiovascular diseases. Activation of longevity genes that had been dormant for decades, visibly younger, skin measured by dermatological analysis. At the molecular level, olive oil activates sirtuins, the same proteins that are activated during intermittent fasting and that are responsible for cellular repair and longevity. It also protects telomeres, those structures at the end of chromosomes that determine the biological age of your cells. Extra virgin olive oil also optimizes the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins from all the foods you consume with it. This means it not only provides its own benefits, but amplifies the nutritional value of fruits, vegetables, and other anti-aging foods. To obtain real anti-aging effects, consume 3-4 tablespoons, 45 ml of extra virgin olive oil daily. It should be certified organic, first cold-pressed, and bottled in dark glass to protect it from light. Look for recent harvest dates and avoid oils that have been in the bottle for more than 18 months. The ideal way to consume it is raw, in salads, steamed vegetables, or simply a tablespoon on an empty stomach each morning. You can also use it for cooking at medium heat, but never at high temperatures that destroy its bioactive compounds. Research the oil's origin. The best come from small producers in Spain, Italy, Greece, or California, who follow traditional methods. A truly extra virgin olive oil should have a slightly spicy and bitter taste, signs that it preserves its anti-aging polyphenols. This golden liquid is not just a food, it's liquid medicine that protects every cell in your body, slows aging at the genetic level, and gives you the opportunity to live not just more years, but better years, with the vitality and energy of a person decades younger. But here comes the most important part. Now that you know these 7 revolutionary foods, I have to tell you something that can determine whether they will really work for you or if they'll just be more information you forget in a week. These foods are powerful, but they need to work as a team with other fundamental pillars. And if you ignore these pillars, you'll be wasting all the anti-aging potential you just learned. Movement, the most powerful fountain of youth. Regular exercise is not optional if you want to stay young. It's the most potent stimulus for cellular regeneration, anti-aging hormone production, and activation of growth factors that keep your tissues functioning optimally. Strength training, in particular, stimulates natural growth hormone production, improves insulin sensitivity, and activates longevity genes. Even 30 minutes of daily walking can reduce cellular aging by up to 9 years, according to studies from the University of California. Sleep, the nighttime laboratory of youth. During deep sleep occurs most cellular repair, brain cleaning, and anti-aging hormone production. Sleeping less than 7 hours dramatically accelerates aging. Chronic sleep deprivation can age your brain up to 5 years and weaken your immune system as if you were decades older. Stress management, the master switch of aging. Chronic stress is the most potent accelerator of aging. It elevates cortisol, inflames tissues, shortens telomeres, and literally ages your DNA. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing, and contact with nature can reverse years of stress damage in just weeks. Social relationships, the emotional elixir of longevity. People with strong social connections live on average 7 years longer and with better quality of life. Loneliness accelerates aging as much as smoking 15 cigarettes daily. Cultivating deep relationships and maintaining a life purpose are as important as any nutrient. As you can see, these 7 foods are not exotic, nor require large investments. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated treatments. They're available in any market, within reach of whoever wants to take control of their aging naturally and scientifically backed. Now I want to know from you, which of these foods are you going to implement first in your life? Tell me below in the comments. And if this content has inspired you, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. Share this video with someone you love, because true wealth is not in what you have, but in the years of health and vitality you can gain and share. Now watch this video you have here beside or below, because if you don't watch it, everything you learned today won't be of any use to you. See you there.